Oblivion 2.
For all the latest information on Full Moon, visit our internet website, now online.
Be sure to stay tuned for Video Zone after this feature presentation.
Hello, I'm Charles Band, and welcome to Full Moon's Video Zone. As you can see, I'm on a very cool set put together by the guys from the Sci-Fi Channel. Actually, by the time you see Castle Freak, I'll have already hosted 1 week on the Sci-Fi Channel. The event was called Full Moon Rising, and they played 5 full moon features. Actually, it was a lot of fun doing it, and I hope we'll go back again and do another full moon marathon. As far as Castle Freak's concerned, I hope you all enjoyed it. It was interesting making this picture. This is my 7th collaboration with Stuart Gordon. As you know, pictures like Reanimator, now made almost 10 years ago, From Beyond, Dolls, Robot Jocks, Pit and the Pendulum. Anyway, Castle Freak was a lot of fun. We shot it in Italy on location in a medieval castle, 12th century castle. Following Castle Freak, next month we're going to have Oblivion 2 Backlash. It's a sequel to last year's Oblivion, the science fiction western. If you remember, the copy line was, in the year 3031, it's cowboys and aliens. After Oblivion, we have a show called The Curse of the Puppet Master. And we finally decided to take the puppets and do something different with them. We brought them back to World War II. I'm inspired by the Universal horror films from the 30s and 40s. So in Curse of the Puppet Master, they're going to be pitted against a mummy. So we have not only World War II and Nazis and all the crazy kind of rich backdrop of Eastern Europe at the time. We have the puppets, we have André Troulon, and of course we have the whole Egyptian lore and this very cool mummy that comes back and obviously is very unhappy. Some of the other films coming up in '96 will be pictures like The Vampire Journals. Ted Nicolau, immensely talented director who's done all the subspecies shows, directed The Vampire Journals. You'll, I think, enjoy it because it really starts a whole new franchise, and a lot of people have written in saying, we'd like for you to do another subspecies, maybe a 4th show in the series. But I really felt that we needed some new characters and a whole new beginning. And if everyone likes Vampire Journals, we'll keep going. We have another picture or two coming up later in the year that will use our kind of established robot technology. We have a show called Battle Jocks, which I'm really excited about. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the feature, and I'll look forward to seeing you all on the next edition of Full Moon's Video Zone.
Journey into the depths of Full Moon's private dungeon.
Anybody there?
As Stuart Gordon, the director of such horror classics as Reanimator and From Beyond, unchains his most terrifying creation and lets it loose on you. Castle Freak. Stuart Gordon returns to Giove, Italy, the setting of Full Moon's Pit and the Pendulum, and brought along old friends Jeffrey Combs and Barbara Crampton to tell this pulse-pounding tale of horror.
Azione.
Signorina!
That's what you say. No, Mom, run.
Run, Mom, run!
One more time.
But who was here before, in the beginning? Her son! He didn't die!
Move it a little closer to the wall. All right, Jessica, let's try it again. Hearing you in.
Well, she's been beaten by the freak in the film, and Stuart wanted to see some pretty extreme stuff. Wanted to see her skull cracked open, her eyeball popping out, so this is all very improvised. Kind of just took some pieces we had lying around that we brought along with us. She did a lot of scrapes and scratches. And also we got some real brains for this. Stuart gets imaginative sometimes.
Nice circle. Here, man.
By the way, I don't know if Stuart told you this, but this film has literally been blessed by the Pope, or by the Vatican at least.
Let the cat run out. Let the cat, you let go of the cat and then grab it. Stop. Let's do it again.
I think his directorial style adapted to, I mean, you have to realize that he created this project and this world, and so it's his choice not to have the humor in there, and I think rightly so. But, you know, sometimes when there is humor to be had in a script, Stu has a way of, you know, keeping a set kind of light and joking and easing and laying back and making everybody feel real comfortable. And that really kind of wasn't the case on this film. It was much more serious.
I think it was in From Beyond, we had a title for Stuart, and our title was More is Not Enough. More blood, more slime, more screaming. And in this movie, he wants it to be more like having a documentary feel, and he wants us to really, you know, I don't want to say downplay, what's the word? I want to say more, you know, very realistic as far as we're concerned in our relationship and what's going on with us. With the monster stuff, I mean, I think that's really heightened a lot. But with us, he's always asking us to do less, which, you know, we like that kind of acting anyway. It's, you know, it's more real, I think. So we're marveling at that with Stuart, and it's fun. You know, it's working.
I was just about to go to bed, John. I took my pill.
Well, I could wake you up, Sleeping Beauty. You are in my castle.
John.
You know. You're so beautiful.
John, please, I can't.
I miss you, Susie. I miss you so much.
Stop it!
For Christ's sake. It's been 9 months.
I know.
I haven't touched a
I
drop.
know, you've been very good, and I know that I should try to forgive you, that I should want to forgive you, but I can't.
One of the fun things we've been doing is we sit around and we talk about what's scary to you. And everybody has their own idea of what they believe is scary.
Stuart's films are character-based. And I think that there are some real complex relationships in this movie. And it's turgid. It's lower depths. It's kind of mining in a lower cave in the mine. And I think people will be fascinated with that. And to say nothing of just the sheer amazement and curiosity of the whole idea of this freak, this castle freak, and just the sheer virtuosity of the special effects ability of these guys. You know, Stuart has created a new monster.
Creating a monster is no easy task, especially one as gruesome as the Castle Freak. It takes a special actor like Pit and the Pendulum veteran Jonathan Fuller and the talented makeup effects gurus from Optic Nerve Effects.
You know, this whole process takes about 6 hours to really get in. So it's like I put in almost a full day's worth of work before I start working. This really hasn't been done too often, if ever, except on a midget. So
the only time since we go back, we follow the history of makeup, and the only time we can think of this being done is on a movie called The Manitou, where Tom Berman did a full body makeup on a midget. And that's the only time we can think of it was done from, you know, almost head to toe, full body appliances.
The design for the Freak was derived out of what would it be like to be locked in a cave for 40 years and on a daily basis be tortured, beat, and pummeled. What would somebody like that look like? What would that be like? And so when he walked out, no, that's what it would look like. Oh, very good.
The face that they created for the monster and the mouth, and I mean, he's a human being, really. He's not even a monster, but we call him El Monstro, is just fantastic. It looks so real, but you know, he's got a lot of blood on him at different times, and I like seeing the makeup. When there's too much blood, I just go, ugh.
One actor who didn't have trouble with the Castle Freak's look was newcomer Jessica Dollaride, who played the blind daughter, Rebecca.
I wasn't grossed out at all. The only thing that grosses me out is the ultra slime, which is like hard to get off. It doesn't get off at all. But the blood and everything does not gross me out. Everybody goes, ew, that's so disgusting. How could you stand that? I'm not bugged by it. I know what goes into it. I know the sweat and the labor that goes into it. So I'm not bugged by it because I know what it is. If somebody just like turned around, like that freak, like turned around and just stood in front of me, like all of a sudden I didn't know who the heck it was, I'd probably be really freaked out. But I know who it is and I know what it's doing, so I'm not really freaked out.
I slimed you, Dollarhide.
Castle Freak.
It's a human being monster.
Hideous.
This is Giorgio without makeup. This is me, what I really look like. One of the reasons I got into acting to begin with, when I was a strange kid. Who wouldn't be to put up with this, right?
Hungry.
This is quite an unusual film. Definitely an unusual film.
It's like life. It's good and it's bad. It's up and it's down, and you know.
And loose.
I know Stewart's intention in this movie is to really, really scare the heck out of people, and I think we're going to do it.
Another terrifying collaboration with Stuart Gordon and Full Moon.
Stop!
Welcome to the cinema of science fiction. A dimension of giant robots, awesome spaceships, mad scientists, and strange aliens. You've always dreamed of being the master of this movie universe. Now your dreams become reality with Cinemaker's Sci-Fi Movie Machine. Cinemaker's Sci-Fi Movie Machine finally puts you in the director's seat. At last, you've got the power to create your own movies by tapping into our memory bank. You'll find hundreds of digitized film clips, such as robotics, explosions, giant scorpions, and more.
They're doing some wonderful things.
every scene you need to assemble your own science fiction film. In our preview bay, a user-friendly computer lets you pull from a menu of clips. The Sci-Fi Movie Machine generates thousands of cinematic possibilities. Create new films as short as a few seconds, or an epic the size of infinity. Then, when you're ready to screen your creation, step up to Mission Control and let the show begin.
Well, I'll be damned. I did it.
Let your imagination run wild. Become the master of your virtual reality with the Cinemaker Sci-Fi Movie Machine. Journey to the newest dimension in interactive entertainment.
Available in stores or through Full Moon Merchandising. December 1995.
Hello, Full Moon fans. My name is Musetta Vander and I play Lash in Full Moon's theatrical release Oblivion. I'm here today at Hollywood Sunset Ranch to tell you about the great new merchandise and fan club bonuses that Full Moon is now offering. The best way to find out about Full Moon's hottest new movies and to get the inside scoop on our stars and special effects is by joining the Full Moon Fan Club for only $20. You'll get the Moon Flash newsletter with up-to-the-minute information about Full Moon magic. Your lifetime membership also gets you the official Full Moon t-shirt with our logo printed on the front and the back of your shirt. Full Moon has spent months creating our most exciting collector's items. To find out about them, be sure to get your free copy of Dark Side of the Moon. This special fold-out issue shows you how you can order everything, from Full Moon videos to posters to CDs and mugs. You can even get such extra special items as original scripts, press kits, a Full Moon leather jacket, and a Shrunken Heads display case. For more information about joining the Full Moon Fan Club and to get your free issue of Dark Side of the Moon, you can call the Full Moon hotline at 1-800-999-9559, or you can write to us at Full Moon Entertainment, 8721 Santa Monica Boulevard, Suite 526, West Hollywood, California, 90068. Thanks for staying tuned and watching me in Oblivion 2 Backlash. I'll be seeing you on the next edition of Full Moon's Video Zone.